Hello, hello.
Hi.
Guys, y'all looking good. Y'all see you know what I'm saying? Now I feel underdressed. You know what I'm saying?
Not you not in cosplay. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I wore a Marvel shirt. You know what I'm saying? I got Doctor Strange on there. You feel what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, they said the outfit's looking dope. All right, let me get with the intro because this also going to be going on the Hidden Village podcast on Spotify and Apple Music and all the places where you listen to podcasts, and then on YouTube eventually, probably real soon because of the subject matter. But yeah, before I do that, let me go ahead and shout out our producers from Patreon. We got Cheyenne, aka Smells Like Dying, and Jaheim of Dream Imagination Studios. Appreciate you guys keeping us creative. You know what I'm saying? Got us doing our thing. Hold on. All right. And let's get started. So, what's up, Sakpase y qué tal, mis amigos? It's your boy, Jam, aka J-Mo, back again with another one. And today, we are with the big celeb, the big celebs. Y'all see them. You know what I'm saying? One of them is unofficially on Twitch, but she's in there. If you on Twitch long enough, you gonna see her, even though she hasn't, you know what I'm saying, hit her own stream. But we hoping we gonna pull her into the multiverse of madness. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying?
I see what you did there.
Go ahead and tell the few people out there who don't know who you are and what you about.
Hello, my name is EvensyaXo. I'm a cosplayer, cospainter. I'm also a horror variety streamer and a huge Marvel fan. Like, ridiculous. Like, it's Team Iron Man over here, 24/7, 365.
Wait, both of you?
Well, Taylor.
Hello all. My name is TailorMadeSavage. I am a professional cosplayer. I make my joints. I made this last night. I didn't make this, but I made this last night. And I'm also a professional voice actor. Just kidding. I like to do voice impressions, but
you got to go to her page. You'll definitely hear it. You know what I'm saying? She need to keep the professional in the name. She doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I be on IG and TikTok a lot. I be dancing. Y'all like dancers? Come through, bro.
Quick question. Are you Team Iron Man or Team Cap?
Iron Man.
Team Iron Man, let's go.
Team Iron Man. Well, we got Team Cap in the audience, in the live studio audience. We got Team Cap. I'm Team Good Movie. So whatever they gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they gotta do to make that look good, that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? All right, we gotta take a quick break to recognize a fellow podcast. It's one show, 3 guys, 4 heads, lots of 4 heads. 4 Head Family, your favorite big head host, are back with another season of episodes. And this season, they got new guests, how to taste, and the same wild mouse. Wait, pause. Hold on. Let me just roll this clip.
Yo, bro, you know what's going on? It's Artie from the Hey Big Head podcast. We got a fuego clip for you. Hey, check it out.
Yeah, we could have had something.
Yeah, that's like when a white girl asks you if she can say the N-word.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's like, bitch, what?
And then you're like, yeah, just not around my friends, okay?
What? A white girl says I can say the N-word?
Just when we're having sex.
Dude. Oh my god.
That's got to be kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
He knows it. This guy gets it.
Hey, you think that was funny? If you think that's funny, then you should go subscribe.
I gotta ask y'all like straight up, because you said you big Marvel fan, so not just particularly the movies. Have you seen WandaVision? Because they definitely got some tokens in the show that kind of lead
pertain
to
this. Of course I saw WandaVision.
Okay. Got both of you. You say I was, and y'all been watching Moon Knight and all of that.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I'm up to the last episode.
Up to you're not done? Oh
I'm not.
my
I have
goodness.
to rewatch the last episode. Okay. I have to rewatch that last episode.
Okay. Well, I feel you. I feel you. So overall, what did you think about the movie? So no specifics just yet. Just like what's the overall vibe? Yeah.
So out of 10, Out of 10, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, 8 out of 10.
A solid
okay.
8 out of 10.
A solid 8 out of 10. Okay.
What about you, Taylor?
And is that in comparison also to like other movies, or just by itself is just like you feel standalone? 8 out of 10.
I kind of compare it to like the other Marvel movies. And I feel like there's like a new shift in Marvel movies. So pertaining to the new shift of Marvel movies, I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. What about you, Taylor?
What about you, Taylor?
I can see that. After you said that,
yeah, with
comparing it with the other movies,
yeah,
I would go up a little higher, 8.5.
8.5. Okay. What would you say is your favorite current Marvel movie?
Favorite current? Oh, Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Spider-Man, No Way Home. Okay.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you got, Taylor?
What about yours?
I'm gonna say Black Panther.
Black Panther?
For the culture.
I don't know.
How could you, Eve? Eve, how could you?
No. Okay, we all know there are faults in Black Panther.
Yeah.
It's a historic
are you saying
movie.
there's no faults in Spider-Man No Way Home?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh man. No.
No Way Home.
There's no faults. Oh my goodness.
No faults. No plot holes. No nothing.
No plot holes. No
plot
nothing.
holes.
Okay.
And No Way Home.
Everybody was
What plot hole?
When they all meet up.
That's not a plot hole.
It looked very.
So we have in the studio audience Tokyo Summer Gaming, big celeb. He says, although No Way Home is the best Marvel movie to date, he said, but the plot was lacking.
Who said that?
That's your boy Tokyo Summer Gaming.
He just likes to,
you know what I'm saying?
Disagree to disagree.
Not disagree just to disagree. Hold on. Put some respect on that man's name. You know what I'm saying? He said the whole, oh my gosh, let me get my friends into college, so let's change the world. But overall, still a 10 out of 10 movie. So I guess you do not need to have a good plot to still get a full 10 rating. Yeah.
Right. See, that doesn't make sense, does it, John? Does it make sense? No, it doesn't.
He said,
and the whole college thing, it makes sense because he's a immature teenager. True. It fits in with his character to not even think about asking the college for like, oh, can you review my application? He didn't think of that. Who taught him that? Nobody gonna teach him that because nobody taught us anything about applying to college.
So what about cinematically though? You didn't see anything that was like, oh dang, the graphics right there is a little.
Nah.
Cause I seen something. I seen something. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's this is my world. You know what I'm saying? No, there was and it was a great part which made it suck a little bit, but you know when I was gonna say Spider-Man, like there was 3 of them in there. But when Andrew Garfield Spider-Man went to catch Zendaya. Yeah, that's not MJ. Yeah. That landing looked like a video game instead, and all they had to do was tweak it just a little bit to slow down his. He kind of like it was. It
looked funny.
Yeah, it looked a little funny.
Okay. Not you nitpicking my favorite Marvel movie. All right, it's cool.
But let's talk about the characters of this movie, Multiverse of Madness. You know, are you also into the comics or just like?
I know a little something about the comics. I know a little something about it. I know. Yeah, I did my little research.
Yeah, I see they were, well, I already knew before because like a lot of people, they kind of just watch the movies or the shows and then they kind of form an opinion on that. Because I was sitting next to some people when America showed her, when she showed her moms and somebody was like, oh, they got to do this in every movie. And I was like, in the comics, she had 2 moms in the comics too. As a matter of fact, they didn't really push on it, but in the comics, she's a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really focus on it. But I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, I was going to say, they put the little kid on. I was like, okay, you know that part? I'm annoying at the theater. I was like, yeah, you know what? You see that pen right there?
Y'all saw that?
I was like, yeah. But being that she's in the LGBTQ community, what predictions do you guys have on who she could possibly fall for that's currently in the MCU if they go down that route? Go ahead, put your your relationship predictions.
So like,
you know what I'm saying? Pair her up.
Because the MCU is it kind of like strays a little bit from the comics because, you know, like in the comics originally, Happy and Pepper Potts are supposed to be together, and it's not supposed to be Iron Man with Pepper Potts.
He stole stole her girl. Golly. Yes. It was all that dream. He had to dream about the baby. He's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I could settle down, make a little, you know what I'm saying? I see a family. Hey, you like the name Morgan? You like the name Morgan? What's good with you?
He legit stole Shorty. So I feel like the MCU tends to like switch up the partners a lot. So depending on who they bring in for this next wave of the young Avengers coming up, they could go with, because who they have lined up they have Ironheart lined up. They have well, they were talking about Squirrel Girl, but not really. So it depends on who they end up bringing to the MCU. So
and I know Squirrel Girl in the comics, she goes with Wolverine a couple times, like a couple of fights to show how much she's like the OP character, you know what I'm saying? So I wonder how they would do that if they brought her in, and would it be more like comical in the sense of like, look how she beat everybody, or would they like try to ground her character a little bit?
I hope they make it more comical, more so like a Deadpool vibe.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious because she's gonna be wearing her little squirrel costume, and everybody not gonna take her serious, and then she's fucking people up.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
I could see it filmed in the style of, what was that movie? Was the girl where she was like, she went to like a brothel or something. It was like in her head or something like that. She was escaping by doing all the like Sucker Punch. I can see like that style of fighting in slow-mo and, you know, kind of like dreamy type of stuff. Okay. So who would you pair her with, Taylor?
Who would you pair her with? America in the MCU that's approaching. I don't know who to pair her with.
Put her with somebody.
Somebody?
Yeah, put her with somebody.
You can put her with I'm trying to think of the younger ones. You can put her with Shuri. No.
He said, hey, hold on. You didn't choose Black Panther as your movie. Don't be picking no Black Panther character.
But you.
No, Shuri needs to be on her own right now.
Shuri needs to be on her own.
Yeah.
Man.
What you mean?
I got a bone to pick with you.
I know.
Oh, we're not gonna get into that right now. We're not gonna get into that right now.
She might bulk up.
Shoot, America Chavez and Ironheart would be cute.
That'd be cute.
That'd be a cute little thing.
I don't know too much about Ironheart outside of her brilliance. But I don't know if in the comics if she goes like that. Okay. So that might work. You know what I'm saying? Do you think other predictions as far as like stuff that happened in the comics? Who do you think else is like coming? Like for instance, the two kids, Wanda's kids. You know, in the comics they have powers, but like, do you think they're really gonna push that? Because it seemed kind of like they in our world, or they you know what I'm saying? They still kind of
so weird. They keep tiptoeing around it, and that's like part of what kind of not made this movie such a perfect movie for me. Right. Was they tiptoeing around these kids, and it's like, okay, are y'all bringing them into the MCU or not? Like, stop playing with our feelings,
man. And honestly, I promise you, I thought they was gonna hit the No More Mutants.
Me too. I thought she was gonna do the opposite.
I was like,
and like,
where they at though? I was like, okay, there goes Xavier. Okay.
They were teasing us. I was like. Out of all the times, this would have been the perfect time to do it. This would have been the perfect time to put that in.
Right.
Do it. You guys been talking about this for so long. Just do it.
Or have they, or have we? Because we be pushing our agenda onto the studios. Like, listen, hey,
do what we want.
Let me talk to you. I said I want this man to be Mr. Fantastic, and they you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Did they do?
I was like, hey, wait. I was like, did we do that? That was, you know what I'm saying? They listened. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about cameos while we're on it. Who was the best one for you? Who was your cameo that you was like, there you go?
It was definitely
for real.
Because when he came up on the screen, because we already, you know what? I wish the trailers did not show Professor X or do his voice.
Because then it would have been the
that would have been
surprise.
A crazy surprise.
Big surprise.
Since they did that, it was definitely John Krasinski, hands down. hands down.
Okay.
I think the whole theater kind of went
when he pulled
and
up.
like they gasped.
And they didn't even let him just stand there. They made him arrive. Like he said, "Oh, am I late? Am I late?"
That's not what happened, bro.
They're
like, "Oh my god,
this nigga right here, cuz this nigga right here." No, I will say, I don't know. Like I knew like when I saw him, I immediately knew. I was like, oh yeah, I remember everybody was saying, hey, he should be da-da-da. But I didn't never ever really want that, to be honest. Only because when I see him, it just looks comedic. Yeah. For me. And like even when I heard that he played Jack Reacher on the Amazon series and stuff like that, I've always been like, I don't know if I could take him seriously. I can't. It almost reminds me a little bit of how what's the old boy's name that plays Shazam? You know what I'm saying? In the muscle suit. And it's like, and luckily Shazam's character is a little bit more immature and stuff like that. So it can work. But like when I see him, I was just like, I understand why that happened and I'm cool with it. But I wasn't like, yeah, finally. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh yeah, I see what y'all did.
But it's funny because he originally was casted to play Captain America.
Yeah.
And
I'm so glad that Chris got this vibe because that is Cap. I ain't gonna lie, no Cap, that's Cap. You know what I'm saying? It's certain roles that is just like, man, could you imagine if they waffled it and didn't get that? Way? Yeah, especially when you see like who would have been the other one. Oh, yo, I got a raid from K-Seth. Appreciate the raid. Big raid. K-Seth.
What's up,
yes,
K-Seth?
sir. Welcome in. It's a Eve loves her some Cap on the low.
No, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I have heard you say that even though you're Team Iron Man, you was like, Cap, you know what I'm saying? He could get it. Like, I've seen it. Yeah.
I would like to clear things up. Chris Evans is a fine man. Chris Evans is beautiful. Chris Evans has always been beautiful.
It look like she with you. Taylor, she's like, yeah. She
Chris
co-signs
Evans?
that.
Yeah. Chris Evans, yes. Captain America? That man's a bitch.
Tokyo said, you said you'll hook up with him in the suit while he got the Cap suit on. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So you said you with it? So you with it?
Yeah, take it off.
Eventually, let's move on.
Back to multiverse.
He's trying to give you America's ass. Speaking of America, who's in this movie, you like that? You know what I'm saying? Just thought of that. In the comics, she has like way more powers than what she has, and I understand this is like more kind of origin-y. So, are there any powers that you know of from her comic book counterparts that you were hoping to kind of see maybe like manifest, or do you think kind of explore more?
So for America Chavez, I only knew about her teleportation into the multiverse and all that stuff, and I know that she's super strong, but I didn't dive deep into America Chavez too much. Before the movie and like way beforehand, never. But now I like her. I liked her in the movie. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of interest. She's young, she's spunky, and like I like her growth in the movie as well because I understand. You could kind of see like, okay, she just got this power. She's still not just got this power, but she's still learning how to use this power. She doesn't know how to control it, and it kind of mirrors. She's been wasting Wanda, like 20, however old she is. She's been wasting them years because she found out the power when she was a kid. It's been this long later, and she's still like, I've never tried to control it. Girl, what you been doing? Come on, you just been skipping throughout the multiverse. But it kind of reminded me of when Wanda first came into the MCU. And when she officially joined the Avengers, and she's working with them, but she couldn't control her powers fully.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it was like a mirroring image, but like America Chavez is taking I feel like a better approach to things, and not like an evil approach. While Wanda, she kind of dived into the evil, and she was like, she had a reason though to be dark.
Yeah. Her upbringing was a little rough. But I will say, I don't know if I would say she dived into darkness. I think she started self-defense self-defensing.
Are you sure?
And then, she kind of went, a little.
She was chilling with Ultron.
No, here's what I'll say. But Ultron, came a little bit later. But here's the thing, though. I will say that in most cases, people, especially in movies, if you are the hero of their own story, you know what I'm saying? Like on there, like even on Wanda, like even her saying, I'm trying to show remorse. I mean, not remorse. I'm trying to show restraint because, you know what I'm saying? I think about this and I just think there's me saying it. And there's one part where she actually was like, when she came back and she seen Doctor Strange doing the dream walking, she was like, hypocrite. Like again, because first she said, nigga, come on, man. You know that you said there's ends to the mean, and now I'm saying it and I'm the bad guy. And it's like in her mind, she's like, wouldn't any parent go all the way for their children? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though we see it as like, it's kind of a little twisted because, you're not there. They got and when she even tried to move her out the way, it was like, okay, now you go a little OD. But yeah, so in her mind, she's not necessarily the villain. She's just saying, you know what? I don't care if y'all label me the villain because I know what my mission is. And you just like right now, y'all villains to me. Y'all trying to keep a mom away from her children. Like, y'all crazy right now.
Isn't that the thought process for every single villain?
Yeah. I guess
because
you could make the argument.
Thanos is a clear
genocide.
He was like, nah, I'm trying to save the universe. I'm trying to balance everything out. And then when he did it, he was like, all right, I can rest. I'm not gonna do anything else. But in his head, he was doing the right thing. Right. And there's
arguments that could be made on a lot of sides. And even like you said with Thanos, his I wouldn't say like, that's what I mean though. Certain people, I wouldn't necessarily just throw the evil title on them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, like when you said when she first started, she just was already in darkness. I feel like, she kind of slid more and more into it. And when she was a kid, it's just more like, dang, look, all this stuff happening. I need to stay alive. Then she get tested on. Then she and all that stuff. And it's just like, oh my goodness, this is more survival. And that's why she was so scary when she first met like Hawkeye and them. You know what I'm saying? Well, not when she first met, when she first swapped sides. She's still scary. She don't even know all that she could do. And then she's just like, you know what?
Let me just go.
Demon time.
Let me just go take over this town real quick.
Right. Oh yeah. That was a little.
Yeah. Nah. Y'all just forget about that.
Hey, listen.
A whole bunch of innocent people.
Listen. She made sure everybody ate good. You know what I'm saying? She made milk delivered at your front porch. You feel what I'm saying? She said, when you looked at Westview, did you see anybody looking hungry, homeless? It was a beautiful environment.
Crying. They were in pain.
They didn't know what they wanted. They didn't know what they wanted. They didn't know what they wanted.
They wanted free thought. They wanted to be able to do what they needed to do. No contact with the outside world. You gotta be kidding me.
And they really slid that under the carpet though. Like after that,
they I'm still mad. I'm like, she's evil.
She's been like, hey, listen, what I did, it was because he's like, I'm not even here for that. What you talking about? Like
I was so pissed off. I was like, if you don't handle this right now, Dr. Strange.
Even his face when she was like, hey, listen, I know eventually he's gonna come for me because what happened in Westview. He was looking like, that
I don't care about that.
Like, didn't you release them? Didn't you release them already?
Oh God!
Hey, you was with us when we fought Thanos. You get like one or two passes. You get one or two passes. This is
why Iron Man was right. Iron Man was right all along. Should have locked her ass up in that house. Could keep her on house arrest because she can't handle her own. Look at what she doing now. Look at her. Look at her now.
Listen.
Was right.
Shout out to people who realize when you have mental health, you need help. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get the help. Everybody keep dying around her, and you know what I'm saying. Mental health plus superpowers is just the combination is just a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? But she definitely got some mental issues because she broke down for sure. But speaking of getting past this for fighting Thanos, do you think like everybody knows the play-by-play of what happened? Because usually it'd be like only heroes know, but it seems like everybody knows what happened because at that wedding, dude was like, oh man, do you think it was worth it? Because it's like he knew what route Doctor Strange chose for the best outcome. Like people always question him over and over about it, and even when Wanda, who wasn't like at that spot, like everyone asked him. oh man, you gave the stone away. And it was like,
and they were pissed.
How you know about that part? That was in confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I watched 3 billion outcomes and this one was the best one. What you mean? Stop asking me that. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like they had to have known. I think maybe the Avengers set up a press conference and kind of told the whole story of what went down, because I feel like that would make sense for the Avengers to do something like that, to tell the human race.
This is your heroes. You better,
this is what happened.
Give it up for these people right here.
Iron Man sacrificed his life.
All right. That's true. That's true.
I think they definitely told everyone exactly every detail of what happened, because I'm sure the government was like, what the fuck?
Right.
What's going on?
We was gone, now we back. You know, what's happening? And they're like, all right, here's what happened. This man, Doctor Strange, decided to give no, but I could see on both sides like the friction being in the relationship, because him giving Thanos the time stone is what allowed Thanos to also rewind the death of her Vision twice.
And when she
you
said
asking me for help, nigga?
Yo, when she said you gave up the stone, I didn't even think about how it affected her.
It's just like,
I never saw it that way. And then I was like, you're right. She sacrificed Vision to kill the stone and destroy it, while Doctor Strange just handed it over. And if I were her, I would be mad at Doctor Strange too.
And you casually come and like, hey bestie, let's can you help me with this? And she's like,
can you help me?
Nigga, bring me my man. So when Doctor Strange just pull up on her though, how quickly did you in the audience, so this is outside the movie's perspective, I guess suspect that this fake, you know what I'm saying?
So at first, I thought it was real.
She was pretending like she didn't know what was happening. She was just
I was like, okay. But then when she slipped up and said America Chavez, I was like, hold up. And then you saw it happen on the screen. I was like, oh no. This girl
when Dr. Strange just stopped walking and looking at her like,
I was like, oh shit.
Oh, you never told me who it was, did you? And I'm like, this old school trick in the book, I never told you her name. And she was like, fuck it.
Got me. And she showed where they were actually. Oh man.
So how do you think, like, because you know what he said was like, yo, this smells like it smells real or whatever. How did she add the smells, you think? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I get the illusion of the look, but he like, you know what I'm saying? He fell for it in the sense of like, he obviously was on his, he had his guard up for him to even be checking to be like this real, I expected a whole bunch of fake shit. So even expecting it, he's like, oh, this is legit. And she's like, yeah, you know,
it is real.
How?
Because he almost got her. He almost got her with that. Got her with that. But I feel like Doctor Strange is always prepared. He's just always prepared for some shit to go down, for something to go down, something to be awry. I just didn't expect them to kind of full out start her off with being evil.
Right. Yeah, I did think the arc was gonna be kind of like,
I thought it was gonna develop.
Yeah,
we would see the transformation. We would see her turning evil. I know they did the little clip at the end of WandaVision of her using the Darkhold, but that wasn't enough to show like her transformation to evil.
Basically, that Darkhold erased her whole
personality,
trajectory of learning. Because at the end, she gave up Vision because she's like, you know what, this isn't right.
Even though she shouldn't have.
Back on her same shit, back up on my bullshit.
She was like, she's like, I don't need Vision. I just need the kids.
Damn, you right.
There's a white Vision flying around somewhere.
Take a man.
Go ahead, grab him.
You know, just add a little color. Just add a little color.
Just add a little flavor to him. He'd be all right.
You know what I'm saying?
A paint job? Like, man's just flying around. Nobody remember him. Everybody just forgot about White Vision. He just out. Okay.
Yeah, Togia said she was already evil at the end of WandaVision. And I feel you.
I feel
But
like
at the same time, it was, you know,
because she gave back all those people their memories and their lives. So she
but like in the post credits, then she was flipping through the Darkhold, and they said the Darkhold, you know,
is that quick?
Well, we don't know how much time, because she, you know what I'm saying? We don't know how much time is going by since
I would have rather see the visuals of her turning, like the the just visual aspects of it. Like, oh, that would have been beautiful.
Hey,
Been
what I learned from this movie is once you start painting your nails black, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
The fingertips.
You know,
That fingertips were dark. She was in there.
That's it. How you gonna join back with society? You think you just gonna be finger painting with the kids forever? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Tokyo Sama says the fact that Wanda can't find one human being to fall in love with her is sick.
And to have kids with.
She needs that robot love.
But she just need those specific kids. Like, you can't just go make kids.
I swear,
like
God, look, on me. I promise the whole movie, I was like, so, you know, kind of like the different alternate versions of yourself. You know, a lot of things happen similarly, that's how you say it. But you know, it could happen at different times, different stuff. So knowing that, okay, I have the potential to make 2 kids. Why don't you just go find a nigga and make 2 kids? Like, what you doing?
I don't know.
Do you gotta destroy the world? That's the only way you could get kids. Nigga, you one lonely baby. Like,
she's crazy,
ma'am.
She's crazy. She's not thinking. She's not thinking through this whole thing. And she was talking about, she needs America's powers fully. Because she could have just used America to take her to another dimension. And then that's it. It would have been done. Happy ending.
And,
blah, blah, blah.
And you know what's crazy? It's one thing when you be like, dang, they didn't even think of it. But they literally ask, hey, why don't you just like, not that we want you to kidnap her, but why don't you just use her to like, hey, take me to this dimension that, why you gotta like kill her to do it? He's like, just in case I need some medicine in another universe. Crazy.
She crazy. At that point, I was like, it don't matter what we say to her.
There's nothing to say.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it's nothing to say. Tokyo Sama says, isn't there a Scarlet Witch in each universe?
My God.
At least a Scarlet Witch before Wanda became her?
Do not entertain him. Don't entertain him. Don't entertain him.
Why? That's a good question.
We were arguing about this. I'm pretty sure there's only one Scarlet Witch.
Answer the question.
It's a power. It's a power, right? It's not technically Wanda. It's a power in itself. Like how the Phoenix.
So I feel like I see what you're saying with the Phoenix, you know what I'm saying, energy or whatever, and how it can possess a person. And it's like, I think almost like the title Sorcerer Supreme, it's a level to get to. And I think every Wanda has the potential to become Scarlet Witch if she goes down such and such path. But if she doesn't do those things in a certain timeline, then she's not gonna be the Scarlet Witch. That's how I feel.
I believe
bar for bar.
I believe it's just like the Darkhold. You know how the original Darkhold was prevalent in Wanda's universe. And then the other Darkholds that were spread across the other universes were in a book.
They called it copies.
And they were all copies of the OG Darkhold.
But I'm saying that, okay, the book is a copy of the little location, but that location could exist in each one of the universes. I feel like it does.
Really? I don't think they do.
Maybe not the Paint universe.
The Paint universe.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe not the Paint universe, but
that was a wild.
Yeah.
I believe I had it in my head that because I thought I could have sworn I read it. I could be wrong.
Okay, let's hear it.
Probably not.
Let's hear it.
Scarlet Witch gets chosen, like someone gets chosen out of all of the multiverse to have this power, and this one person is supposed to have this power, and they can do whatever with it, right? They have like an unlimited amount.
But let me ask you this. What makes you say specifically one person in the multiverse and not one person in the world?
I say multiverse because when she was handling the other, it was obvious there's a definite
a power gap.
Power shift. Yeah. There's a huge power gap. Even with Wanda not having Scarlet Witch, when she was facing the other Wanda, it was obvious like she's definitely the ultimate Wanda.
All right, so I see what you're saying, but here's what my counter is. Okay, so certain strangers are stronger than other strangers, you know what I'm saying? But that's all based on the trajectory of what that person did. So like one of them consumed more this.
Dark
You know what I'm saying? Some one of them, like in the What If, I don't know if you watched the What If as well. You know, Supreme Strange, he just happened to be like literally consuming monsters to get their power. You know what I'm saying? So that Wanda being stronger was based on her specifically trying to get stronger. She had been like the Wanda that was with the kids. Mission accomplished. She got kids. She had no reason to like, I need more power because I have to. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like she was weaker, but not necessarily because there's no other Scarlet Witches. Also, remember her friend, it was Agatha. Yeah, Agatha. I had to sing the song in my head to get. I was like, Agatha all along. Okay. But Agatha, she was trying to become the Scarlet Witch. And you know, when she couldn't get the power, she was like, okay, it's because you're the Scarlet Witch. You got all this, you're about to do this. So I feel like just like in most timelines, Steven is the Sorcerer Supreme. And in our main one, we have Wong being it, which is why it was so hard for Steven to accept, because he's like, yeah, I know I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, I feel like even if Wanda isn't the Scarlet Witch in all the timelines, there may be a Scarlet Witch forming everywhere.
You think there's multiple Scarlet Witches?
But I don't think, you know, they're as active if that was not their goal. Because even the same with like all these variants, like He Who Must Not Remain, he was saying that all of his other cells really want their timeline to be main timeline. So they all fighting to, you know, start secret wars and all that stuff like that. So, and he is being chill just off strength of knowing that like, if I don't, everything's going to go left.
Go crazy,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But there's more. It's not just one king, the conqueror. Each of them are trying to be the prime one, and therefore being the king, the conqueror that we know in the comics. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's the same with Scarlet Witch. Like the rest are just at bay just because they're at bay. And the one that we're following is prominent because we're following her. You know what I'm saying?
But if there was a Scarlet Witch in that universe that she kind of went in, kind of fucked shit up, do you think they would have, if they actually existed, in multiple universes,
you think how she take over? How she hidden under the little cave? Oh, Professor X, please grab my hand. Yeah, I feel what you're saying, but I feel like they just haven't reached that potential. But they could. I
feel like it's weird that, because I think Agatha felt the Scarlet Witch powers, and that's what dragged her all the way to New Jersey in the first place, because she's like, oh, it's here. So if in another universe, other witches could detect this, and be like, yo, Scarlet Witch is here. Or another Scarlet Witch would have detected it and be like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be in here.
Yeah, but who's to say that someone didn't detect her, but it had nothing to do with their mission? And so, like, for instance, even the fact that Doctor Strange in this universe pulled up on her and she like, I did Westview because, and he's like, oh, I ain't even worried about that. So like, imagine if, especially if she doesn't live in their universe and she just briefly joined through somebody's body and someone sensed, and she just sensed like, there's some power in here, but what they got going? Oh shit, I got my own thing I'm doing. Like someone who's not Wanda might have been holding that kind of like power at the moment, or another Agatha. There might be another Agatha that could have sensed like, hold on. Nah, or you know what I'm saying?
You think really gonna say nah to having Scarlet Witch powers?
Here's the thing though. Agatha in our universe also, when she was evil, I feel like she was really used more than straight up evil too, because I feel like she got some other backstory that we're gonna explore. I heard she got her own spinoff coming up. But also, I feel like she planned a nice amount of time to set all the stuff up that she's trying to set up. You know what I'm saying? That being said, her coming into their universe don't mean they like, I gotta go attack right now. They probably like, I don't know what that is. I gotta go see what's up. And then by the time they see what's up, it's already like, oh, that was like a temporary thing. Also, if I wanted to come see what's up and I seen what she did, I'd be like, you got it. You know what I'm saying? If I pulled up like, ooh, I sent some power. Cause like even that panel of the Illuminati, they always like, yeah, we can handle the Scarlet. You know what I'm saying? We can handle it. And like 2 seconds later, Dr. Strange, you got some ideas?
I had issues with that.
I did too. We're gonna get into it.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Because that pissed me off.
It did. It made me so mad. But before we get into that, I'm going to talk about something that, because have you seen What If? The What If series?
Yes.
Now, even before getting into like the cool portions of that, I will say What If messed me up though, because What If was more fresh in my mind instead of Doctor Strange 1. In my head, Christine was dead. And I'm like, how's she just here? Nobody's explaining it. I had to, like, after the movie, go and watch, like Doctor Strange 1. I'm like, oh, she ain't died? Oh, yeah, she did. In fact, she operated on him when, she was, because in my head, she was dead. So when she came, I was like, is this an alternate version of her? Why is she alive? He had her wedding. They're not going to explain it. At least say that she came because Spider-Man did. There was no explanation. And I was like, the whole movie, every time I seen her, I was like, but why is she here? You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, that was What If. That was What If. You know what I'm saying?
Different dimension.
I thought the same thing. Why is she alive?
Yeah, why is she alive? Why is she walking around and smiling in this nigga's face?
Smiling in his face. Man, it was good. That was good. I like Christine as a side character.
She's
I
side
like her
bitch.
even more
You said
now.
she's a side bitch?
Yeah, she really is. But I like her even more now. Like her alternate version.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, finally she's doing something. Because
she's not just there. Yeah.
She's not just like his girlfriend, his ex or whatever. She doing something. She's a scientist. She got a good head on her shoulder. She not scared of nothing. I liked it. I like that.
Okay. Yeah. She was cool. I do think that, which is what I'm gonna talk about when we get. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get into it because there was certain things that that bothered me in this movie based on like maybe like dialogue or like unnecessary things. And I know it's a comic book movie, so they have to be over the top sometimes. But like certain things that bothered me, like when she was protecting his body or whatever, and she found that magic fire pot, and then she was like, I have to insert catchphrase before I do it. Like he's like and she's like
dying back
you
there.
Guys are gonna go to hell, flick like you can't just like boom after you kill them and be like go to hell, like after. Well, you know what I'm saying? And the same thing when Scarlet was fighting the Illuminati, and they're like, my man's here could kill you with one word. And it's like, why'd you tell her that? Why you tell her?
She didn't even know.
Like,
she was like, a word?
Yeah, what mouth? What mouth? What mouth, nigga?
And he freaked out. And
he's dumb. What
was to freak out?
So this man thought he was gonna like bust out or something? Like,
He freaked himself out because he didn't have a mouth and he blew his brain off. Like,
nigga,
dude.
Go back to sign language. Come on, man.
Right. Oh my God. When I saw that, I was
before I even saw her close his mouth, like as soon as they said, my man's right here, one word, indeed. And I was like, what? Why is he saying this
before.
I thought he was the smartest man in the universe. He pulled up like, I am the smartest man. Why you even say that? Y'all said Doctor Strange is cocky. Whose first words is, hey,
I am the
it's me, nigga. It's me. I'm the smartest man in the world. Yeah. How you feel about that, Strange?
Man, I was like, oh no, she about to do them like Omni-Man real quick.
That was very Omni-Man. Omni-Man that scene. Yeah. That was
like, I didn't know if I liked it all the way because of that. Because I was like, are all these superhero movies gonna start following that whole shock factor trick with the whole killing all of our heroes in such a graphic manner?
I will say, the movie was directed by Sam Raimi, who did the Evil Dead series, so he likes a little bit of gore. You know what I'm saying? And which is why Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is saying that it was very horror movie. Even the dialogue, it was. I did get jump scares, and we'll get into it. But speaking of Sam Raimi, quick shout out to him, and because he, obviously he did the OG Spider-Man, and like I said, the Evil Dead, starring, fun fact, Bruce Campbell, who also cameoed in this film as Pizza Pop or Pizza Papa or something like that, the pizza ball vendor, and. And the fun fact part is his son actually streams on Twitch, right? His name is Andy Campbell, and and so I hit him up as soon as I got out of the theaters. I hit him up, I was like, "Hey, bro, I ain't gonna say," because he was streaming. I was like, "I ain't gonna say nothing, but I seen your dad somewhere," and he was like, "Yeah, chill." And And I was wondering though, like, I wonder if, like, how far in advance does he know stuff like that? Being like, are you related to somebody who's in a movie? Do they keep the secret from you too? And you just like, Dad, why you tell me you're in this Marvel movie? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so we was going back and forth about it. And I just think it's cool that like he also inputs Bruce in as a cameo in a lot of his movies. Like even the first Spider-Man, he was in the theater where Mary J was performing, and he's like, nah, it's closed.
Yeah, you can't come in.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. When I saw him on the screen, I was like, hey, man's got old, but there he is.
And then I think also it was the fact that they had him punching himself was like a callback to when Evil Dead, his hands, he was fighting against it. Yeah. I was like, I know. Yeah, no.
Yeah, not Evil Dead fans.
Okay. And when I seen it, I was like, Eve, because you know you be having your horror nights. I was like, man, this is perfect. This is perfect. They put that in just for you.
Just for me.
Chaz, welcome in. He said, drop the vid. Okay. So, and again, like we addressed this, it was very horror movie-esque, even the way she was zombie walking through the thing.
Yes.
Like she was chasing after them, the pop-up scares from even the little golem dudes that when Wong lit up. One. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, that got me real good. I was not expecting that to be there. I was like, wait a minute. Was I supposed to get scared of that?
Right. It was like, hey, it's a Marvel movie, not... Even though they tried doing a horror before with the was it New Mutants it was called, or
New Mutants,
but it was
that was not horror. That was we're not gonna talk about that one. That was not a scary movie. Not at all.
All right. So let's talk about freaking dream walking. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Listen, that fucked me up because I be thinking about stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With or without the assistance of certain certain herbs and spices, but it messed me up because I was like the whole time, like when they first mentioned the fact that even when you dream, it's because you're seeing some alternate versions. You know what I'm saying? Your multiversal self, your variant experiencing something, and that's what you dream about. That's where you connected. So I was already like, that's a cool concept. But then when they was talking about the dream walking and controlling it, I got to thinking about people who lucid dream. Because like me personally, not all the time, but like let's say 8 out of 10 times when I'm dreaming, I'm aware that I'm dreaming, and so like I can control certain aspects, and like I can just enjoy the dream and walk around in it. Like I'm not like wake up like, whoa, that wasn't real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that being said, what if every time somebody is lucid dreaming, we're
controlling
some other nigga, like, and I was just in there
doing
like
the most craziest shit.
Yeah, because you like, it's just a dream. Let me go ahead and jump off this. It's cool. Let me fly. You know what I'm saying?
They gon' you leave their body.
What
happened? What happened? Why is all the money in my account gone?
Yeah. They said zombie dream walking, lock him up, get the Illuminati. Nah, man.
Illuminati gonna open up.
I cannot confirm or deny if I dream walk. I just I heard that people that lucid dream controls, and not me though. I just heard about it.
That ain't me. That part, I was like, oh my God. Y'all explained it perfectly, because I always trip out. I'm always thinking like, what if there's alternate versions of me, and what if I can see glimpses of it every now and then, and like
right.
in dreams and stuff. And then this movie, I'm like, oh no.
You know what? That's crazy, because also like when I'm writing for my film projects, I've always said that like people ask me like, hey, where you get the ideas for like all this crazy stuff? And I'll be like, I get them from my dreams, right? And I like or like a lot of times I'll dream that I'm watching like the trailer or a movie or something, and then like when I wake up, I'm like, yo, that was so dope. But I'm like, I research like, is this a thing? And people are like, no, it's not a movie. And I'm like looking up like, no, because it was so vivid. So then I'm like, ain't nobody made this. I'm like, oh, this must be given to me to create it, right?
Yeah.
But like, I'm still in my multiverses. Like they're like, yo, in our universe, this is a movie that's popular, and you over here, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I was just thinking about a whole bunch of stuff like, yo.
Does that
I'm having
like
a trip right now.
Does that have some connections to like the Mandela effect too?
Right. I'm all of that. Yeah.
Because in alternate universe, Shazam exists. Shazam, starring Sinbad.
Sinbad instead of just Kazam only with Shaq.
That movie was real.
Shazam existed.
I
remember seeing Sinbad.
That one little piece they added in the movie just like made like, yo, hold on, pause the movie. If this was at the house, like pause, hold on. So that ain't trip you out? My buddy beside me like, nigga, I'm just trying to watch this movie, man. And I'm like, nah, I be dreamwalking, man.
It's me. It's not me. It's real life.
I was like, okay, don't make no sudden movements. They're watching me. They're watching me. This is my life right now. Tokyo said, oh, my ass definitely be dreaming. Dream all the... Okay, Tokyo. All right, next comment.
Hey, yo.
He said, does that mean someone else controls us when they dream? Ooh. That's a good one. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be crazy. I'm gonna start blaming my dream self. Somebody controlled me.
Yeah, but also, we have to also think of the other possibility. Thanks to Moon Knight, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because Sheldon says, I always wonder why I wake up on the floor. But what if you're, you know what I'm saying?
You got a multiple personalities in there.
Hey,
man
just
took
waking
over.
up. Fresh Prince says universal
scars.
Plagiarizing.
That's true because sometimes people be waking up with bruises and scars and don't even know where it came from.
You know how much trouble I used to, and I still don't know why, because I never it wasn't that serious enough for me to like let me go check hospitably what this is. But like I used to wake up sometimes like once every blue moon with like some scratches on me, and I used to get in trouble. Like and then the girls would be like, "Oh, it's scratchy," and I'm like, "Nah." I was like, it ain't nothing like that. But I'm like, I don't know where this came from. It's like some legit scratch on me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, somebody might have had an adventure and just tucked me back in and like, good night. And I woke up like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said anytime you walk into a room and forget why you're there, you might have had a little, you know what I'm saying? A little dream walking.
Oh no. They took over.
You go into the room and like,
huh?
Wait.
Nani?
Huh?
How did I get here?
Yeah. Dang.
That'd be wild. That'd be wild. I hope other alternate universe me, please just take care of my body.
We on the same team.
Right.
Have access. I'm gonna have access. You know what I'm saying? But just when you need to but just put it back how you found it. Please be kind. Rewind. Dude. You know what I'm saying?
God. Don't do me like Wanda.
Oh yeah, and I'm just remembering also when Wanda Pennywise herself out of that mirror dimension. I was like, hey, yo.
That was creepy. I
was like, first of all, ma'am, is that your body? Because like, relax.
That was her.
That was her that time. But yeah.
That was her. Her. I thought she was gonna be like a full-on zombie by the time she got out of there. And then like they slowly like that carved out. Oh man, that was good.
And I thought she got out of it because originally, like, I thought that location they put her in that mirrorverse was specifically to tame aggressiveness, because when she like tried to and the mirror's like shoot, so everything she shot her power, it shot right back at her, everything. Then she calmly put her hand to it. I was like, I thought that was the secret, like how to seatbelt, like if you just relax. So I thought it was gonna be like, dang, she figured it out because she's trying to be aggressive. But then she started doing some fifth dimensional, like I was like, yo, this movie is not your typical.
It's not. That whole mirror scene was crazy. Because when she got into it and the mirror started appearing and it started moving things, I was like, this is trippy as heck. This is so trippy. And it was so cool to see. It was very cool, very cool. But it also did bring me to another thing that pissed me off though. Yeah, it might be the same thing you said. When she like looked at it in the mirror, it's like they're like, "Yo, I was like,
cover up." Yeah, they said cover up all the mirrors reflective surfaces.
She's
you're in danger, and look, she killed 2 of us already. So they're like, cover, and she's like,
"What do you need?"
I was like, You
She gonna
really
get snatched up.
you really
She gonna get
okay.
snatched up.
Okay, go ahead, take
At this
her.
point, you
Take
deserve
her.
it.
Take her. If
this
it
point,
didn't
you
mean the
deserve
end of the world, I would say take it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, the OG Doctor Strange, not OG, the first Doctor Strange that we saw on screen had the right idea when he was going to snatch that power out of her.
So you would betray her too? He was like,
it's not betrayal.
He had that ponytail. He was like, hey, listen, I ain't trying to, I got an appointment tomorrow. I got to, you know what I'm saying?
He did not move fast enough.
Trying to explain to her.
I would not explain nothing. I'm like, all right, we're done. We're done. We're done
Fresh
here.
Prince of says, he says, not John blaming his cheating on dream walking. First of all, sir, I said I was innocent. Black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat. So you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Hey, probably had a little tussle. Okay. All right. So and then one more. The mirror dimension is isolated from other universes to protect them, and she got out of it. It's like she just casually was just foiling
like,
all of their plans.
Yep.
Like she really was proving when she said, "Listen, this whole time I've been trying to. I forgot what word she used, but I felt that word.
Restraint.
Yeah, she was like, honestly, me like, why would you send monsters after a child? She's like, me sending the monsters was me being cool. You know what I'm saying? And she's like,
I was
and
y'all,
even now, what I'm about to do is still me showing some restraint. I'm like, you a bad motherfucker. Okay.
Because she showed us later that she is on that. She was like, all right, y'all keep playing around.
Yo.
Y'all keep playing around. And what she did, that's the X.
Bro.
Despicable.
And then
like,
the way they visualized it too, because it happened in the little dream, bro. And then you see him wake up like, I was like,
oh man,
she killing everybody. And you know what's crazy is, in the trailers, it made it seem like, okay, so maybe this is how mutants are gonna be introduced. They introducing all the different characters. Maybe they're gonna come into, nope, they're all just gonna die. They're just gonna die. Yep. They're not gonna make it. They introduced the Black Captain Marvel, you know what I'm saying? So these mom.
She
at least put a fight though. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Because she's supposed to be way more powerful than what they portrayed her.
Yeah.
Because they be showing Carol Danvers fucking it up. And then with her, I'm like,
racism.
A statue?
Racism.
A statue killed her? Carol,
that's the other thing. Do you think she's dead? I think she was defeated. I think just like which brings me also, it's like, because they didn't do the No More Mutants, there's still story potential there with Scarlet Witch. Yeah. She brought the building down on herself. She's not dead either. They both, her and Captain Marvel both did my hand.
Yeah. Well, we didn't even see Wanda's hand. We saw that little red explosion. She was teleported somewhere else.
Right.
She could just like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna make it seem like I'm dead so Doctor Strange doesn't come bother me anymore. But I'm out of here. I'm gonna figure something else. Yeah. I'm gonna figure something out.
Which she probably should have done. I feel like the whole time on both sides, a lot of the problems could have been, well, maybe not solved, just talked out a little bit more. It's like everybody like just said like 2 words like,
Vision and
hey,
Vision
listen, that's enough. That's your time. Let's fight. We throwing hands, run them 30s. Like, well, hold on. We on the same side. Just chill. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like even with the whole like, hey, have you ever thought about, maybe reaching out to America and maybe she could take you to the different dimensions? Nah.
The best
I was like, oh, well,
solution.
I just want my kids. No, fuck your kids. We need to, And then when Wong said, hey, go ahead and take her power, I was like, Wong, ain't that defeat the purpose? Nah, like you take her power so she won't take the power. Yeah. But we still kill her and take her power.
Yeah, because Wong was just talking like 5 minutes ago, you're killing a kid. What are you doing?
So
and then he's like,
I think that, I don't know if I should blame that on writing or if it's that they're trying to, I don't know, because it was like,
I feel like it's because Doctor Strange was the lesser of 2 evils.
Yeah,
so in that scenario,
but it's like, but here's the thing though. Their whole fight again, like, why not let Wanda do it, right? Because Wanda, even though she seems evil to us, her thing was like, she said she's on restraint, and clearly she was. She proved that she had been, right? But that being said, the reason they didn't want her to do it wasn't because she said, I'm going to rule the world. She just said, in fact, when she went into things, she said, obviously, I was meant to rule everything. But I don't even want that. All I want is to just get my kids, and then the only reason I want the multiverse power is I don't want to ever lose them. So if anything happens to them, I can go somewhere and get the cure for it. That's all my mission is. And they was like, it don't matter what your mission is. This doesn't justify the means of killing a kid. Then they're like, we got to stop her. So we should kill her to stop her. This justifies. Y'all literally doing the same thing she's saying she's doing is, I have something that I need to get done. And it just so happens that she has to die to get that done. Y'all literally like, we have something we need to get done, which is stop her. So that justifies us killing. Y'all literally doing the same thing. So it was very like, I mean.
Hypocritical.
Is she? You know what I'm saying? Y'all both on the same vibes. Why would she feel that she was wrong?
I feel like in their head, they really could not control Scarlet Witch in her, what she would do with that power. Once she gets that power, it's done. It's over with.
Because she already OP.
Yeah, she could flip on them and like be like, you know what? I actually do want to take over the multiverses. I could do that. But with Doctor Strange, I feel like Wong knows Doctor Strange in and out. And to this point where he's like, I can trust Doctor Strange won't do shit because he already took some of the Darkhold and he's still good to go. He's so far from what we.
Because Wong was like, "Hey, you good?
You good?"
And he's like, "Oh, am I happy? No, my G. I seen you with the dark. You was a zombie. Like, what's up? You good?" And he's like, "Oh, that." Shit.
That ain't nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm good.
They said I cried when she did that to Professor. Yeah. It said they keep doing my man Professor X dirty. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
They keep killing this man.
Right, we just got him.
Yeah.
We just got him back.
Bro.
And then like in his movie, Phoenix did him the same thing. Like it's like these redheads, you gotta watch out for them. You know what I'm saying?
You see that red orb?
He vanished.
You gotta go.
Yeah. Like, hey.
Just stop messing with them redheads, Professor.
Fred said, "Why? I got a question. Why didn't you try to ask nicely?"
Can you please stop?
Wong was mid the whole movie. Man's really guided her all the way to the temple. That's the other thing. I feel like, how long was the movie? Maybe like 2.5? How long was the movie?
Like
maybe they didn't want it longer, but it just seemed like a lot of the stuff could have maybe not been prevented, but at least like stalled if they just like slowed down a little bit. Like for instance, like, so they destroy the book. Then she wake up and is like, yo, tell me what's up. And he's like, nah, I'll never. You could kill me. Then she's like, well, I'll kill them. I feel like y'all ain't never heard of a lie. Like he immediately like, what? There's another one. This was just a copy of the whole thing. Like, nigga, hold on. He could have been like, okay, there might be another way. Just let them down. No, I won't let them down. Like negotiate. Maybe like, all right, cool. Well, guess what? Maybe there's another book. I'm gonna go look for it. I gotta research. I've heard word of another book. I gotta flip through my books to see. Like he could have stalled. Strange, hurry up. But he just was like, yo, there's another one. It's not even an actual book. It's actually a whole mountain. You could be, I'll take you straight to it. You want to teleport? Let's go. Relax.
Also, I don't like the fact that they were talking about this book of Ashanti like it was so holy and it's gonna figure everything, and it did nothing.
Like Ashanti out of all people?
It didn't.
You're sick.
It did absolutely nothing. We watched this book from the very beginning of this movie.
Right.
We saw it. We saw how we were like, oh, what's this gonna do? Did nothing.
Didn't even get a chance.
Absolutely nothing.
And I was like, okay, so how they gonna beat this woman? That was our last hope. How are we gonna beat her? We can't.
What they call it? A MacGuffin or something? I forgot what's the name of it. When it's like an item that's just like, it don't really got no true power, but it gives the characters something to go for. And that's the thing, like the ring, this is the item that, you know what I'm saying? And that is crazy because it's like, he finally did all that to get it. And then it was so underwhelming. I don't even remember what they did with it. I feel like it just disappeared. Like,
it
grabbed it and then Wanda burnt it up.
Oh yeah, she burnt a page, and then he looked at it.
How did you not outrun her?
You know what's crazy? The way they made him look at the book when the one page went, I thought it was going to show like he like already.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? He did a shadow clone, or he did a. I thought he like had a page in his pocket, or he already did like some and he swapped it, or I thought he memorized it and he's like, and they're like, dang, it's gone, and he's like, I have a photographic memory, and you're like, oh me, but he was just like,
okay,
well, it's gone.
Like and then got sent to another dimension, and I was like, oh, y'all are
romantic. Y'all are.
And then as fast as everything was going, why it take so long to drain that girl of her powers? Like, what's going on?
I know.
Like, yeah. I'm like, they drained her twice, and she still like
have some little bit of a little juice left.
I mean, I don't know what the conversion rate is of draining people of their essence.
Like how many days do you think?
But how quickly you killing all these superheroes? I'm like, you can't drain her a little bit faster?
Because she got drained not only once. She got drained at the beginning of the movie. She got drained a little bit with Wanda, and then she got drained a good amount with Wanda again. Like, I was like, all right, Shorty's still standing. She's still standing. How long is this gonna take at this point?
Man, it's crazy. Sir Lancelot says, I'm curious, do you think they'll ever mention Mephisto? Because they keep on dodging him as the reason for certain things. I think they've passed that portion. But then again, like, let's see who says that. Oh, Sir Lancelot again, he said, never have time to guess your next move. You know, like the TikTok thing right now. Yeah. So maybe while we be like, I guess they not gonna ever bring Mephisto, then like, bam.
Then they're gonna bring him.
And like, there you go. It says if she killed him, she still wouldn't have found that place. I would have portaled her to another world or something. I guess. It was ready to kill. You ready? You really good. Try someone who manipulates mindset in Marvel Phase 2. Yeah, they setting up everything for Marvel Phase 2 because they didn't need the book. She destroyed it. I'm muting because I'm watching this. Oh, okay. Oh, she watching the movie tomorrow and you still in here. I appreciate you. Yeah. So Gil said, it's a slow drain, man. Y'all, when the last time you drained somebody? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? Hey, well, never mind. I'm not even gonna answer that. I'm gonna paint myself in the corner. Maybe she just had a bunch of power and it took him, man. You know what I'm saying? That and she just all of a sudden knew to use her powers perfectly. Yeah, just that speech, it was like, hey, listen, you got this. You know what? I do
got this. She opening portals to the exact dimension that they were. Come on,
they got her
man.
training. They got her training at Nanda Parbat. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. What happened to you knowing your power? Just you know, but I don't know. And then I'm like, how's she, you know, the kid, does anyone have the potential to use Doctor Strange style magic? You just need to learn it? You're like every person, or does you have like the capacity to like, okay, because they made a big, not effort, a big point in your favorite Marvel movie to show that Ned has and it's because, you know, in the comics he has like some, you know what I'm saying, the bad guy potential, but they had to like show like, oh, his family is from, you know, area that's where it came from, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, so it comes from somewhere. You have some potential. But if everybody could do it, it's like, is it special?
It's everyone, because in Doctor Strange 1, that dude who went to Comatage and told Doctor Strange about
Pangborn.
Yeah. He was just a regular schmegular person.
Well, yes and no. You know what I'm saying?
No. Okay.
So he just decided to use his powers only for the capabilities of being able to not be crippled anymore. But it doesn't necessarily mean he couldn't have learned more or do more. He just specifically, when they're like, you know, that's one of the reasons that Mordo is also like, man, y'all just wasting all this stuff. Y'all not following natural order of things. Like, my man just want to play basketball. Like, we done taught you the cosmic powers and you just like knock a hoop.
Yeah.
You know, so
I feel like everyone has a little bit of magic in them in the MCU.
Fresh Prince says
and they can learn.
Draining powers runs on dial-up. So it takes a while. Punching star-shaped holes and stuff out of nowhere. But I will say her powers have always been star-shaped, even when she did accidentally. You know what I'm saying? So I think that part was the most acceptable for me, because it's like, that's probably automatically. So whether it's because of a punch, a kick, you know what I'm saying? She got energy after she was drained. She just got up and started fighting, you know. Hits landing, Scarlet Witch. I was like, I was hating the whole like, oh, I'm great now. So I was a little upset when she was like getting hits on Scarlet, until Scarlet caught them and was like, listen, I'll let you get a couple of hits, but that's mid. And then she beat her with that instead of, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, y'all got me. Because at first I was like, so she about to beat her, so everybody lost, and she about to beat her ass. No. But
I like that. I like the way that they kind of solved this issue, because it made sense. It made sense.
If they just had somebody like, all of a sudden, I'm more powerful than you, I was like, okay. Okay.
Yeah. That made more sense because that was Wanda's whole mission. The kids.
Right.
Kids
And
were
then
her
showing them,
world.
and she did talk to her earlier, and she said, "Hey, you think your kids will want this?" And she was like, "They'll never know." So I think that's where they foreshadowed the little idea of like,
of her going to show them
okay,
how Wanda really is. Scared of them kids. And them kids were scared. I was like, what did you do to our mommy? And
it's like, I am your mommy. I never hurt you. And she's like, they look at her, look.
Like, you just.
What you mean? Right, I'm not a bad. And then she said, I would never hurt a person. And I was like, nigga.
Yeah, I was like, you lying to them?
I'm over there?
Right, look, mom there, you done killed a crew. Like, you've been doing damage, but I hold restraint. You gotta believe me. And then when their mom came to touch her face, I was a little worried that she was gonna suck up that Wanda.
I thought so too.
I was like, why y'all let her? Nah, somebody do something.
I thought they were gonna become one.
And I thought she was gonna be like, I have the power and the kids trust me. I was like, I was like, stop it. Don't touch her. You get your hands off of her. But they, you know what I'm saying? They end up doing. They said also Wanda giving up the whole mission because one universe kids see her as a monster was dumb.
But that was the kids that she was gonna take.
Right. And plus, we don't know how many, like Doctor Strange when he said, I checked 3 billion times and this was the one good outcome. We don't know how many universes she already have been traveling since the last movie. I mean, to look, to learn dreamwalking and realizing that, oh, kids don't work out here. There's no kids here. There's no kids here. You know what I'm saying? This may be the universe where, I actually have kids that aren't manifested. They're real, So it's probably like perfect. So it's like knowing what she went through to find this universe. I'm not saying there isn't any others. You see, like, they're already gonna stop me. Well, I'm gonna fall back and look for another universe. Like, that might take another 5 years. I need them kids right now. I want to grow up with them. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that explains that. She said, my ass would have went to another universe. Yeah, I get that. Now, the movie, she said that every other universe has kids, but the one she was in. She said everyone? I don't know about everyone, because I think that would devalue the idea of like, I have to go find one. You know what I'm saying? If everyone she checked had the set of kids that was there, I don't think she would have even been as vicious, because she probably would have just dream walked her way into, you know what I'm saying? I don't think she would have going that crazy knowing how rare it is. I think it's the rarity of like, I gotta find where these kids are that makes her kind of like, okay, this is it. I gotta do it. Because you're right, though.
And I feel like those like, remember when she's like doing the whole dream walking and you see the different balls, and they did have like, you saw little clips of the kids here and there, but then she went to that specific one, and it had to have been for a reason that she went to that specific one over and over.
Right. And I think in that moment though, she went to that one because that's the world that Doctor Strange was in, and she was looking for them. She was looking for America Chavez, and she needed to find her body in that world to go get America. So I don't know if that particular part, but I do agree that I think you're both right. So I think you're right in the sense of that there wasn't that many places that she found that had kids in them. But I think Tokyo is right in the sense, if they were, then she wouldn't go wild like that. She would probably be a little bit less. She would hold a little more restraint. You know what I'm saying? But she's come a long way from the Avengers movie being like, I don't know how I could help. Arrow got to give her a speech. Not Arrow.
Arrow.
Hawkeye got to give her a speech like, come on, listen, I'm out here. You could just try. To her being like, nobody can stop me. Confidence level done went all the way up.
She got makeup on now. She got eyeshadow. She got the smoky eye with the glitter. I was like, okay, Scarlett.
Oh, you know it's serious when it's glitter. You know what I'm saying? But
she had the standard evil witch eye makeup look, because Agatha had that same eye makeup, and I was like, okay.
So I didn't notice makeup. You know what I'm saying?
Playing with dark magic. Okay.
Dark magic gives you emo makeup.
You get a smoky.
So does that mean Robert Pattinson's Batman is into some dark magic? Because that nigga was wearing the same thing.
He had
it's time.
He had the runny mascara and everything.
Vengeance. Face ass. And you talking, oh brother.
Oh no.
You know I'm gonna bring up Batman one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
That Batman movie.
Yeah, I did too. You know what I'm saying?
But we know Tokyo don't.
You said not Moon Knight. Oh, but this guys, things. All right, so how y'all feel about that music battle that Strange had with Strange? Strange versus Strange.
That was so cool. At first I was like, yeah. I was like, yo, this is because the music. The music was going with it, with the battle, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh,
and you know what's crazy is at one point, like when the music like merged and it was playing together, it was bothering me. It was annoying, but I was like, but that's the point. Wait, hold on.
That's the whole
the
point.
music is not meshing. It is like, and I was like, this noise is so. I get it. You making me feel uncomfortable on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I got you.
And then that one little note just disrupted the whole
Sometimes
thing.
it's just one little.
Like, oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That was visually stunning. That whole scene was stunning.
Yeah. Even though I was also asking, like, that Strange, shouldn't he have been a bit stronger?
Because he's been using that dark hole.
Yeah. So, but he also was distracted by wanting to protect the Darkhold. So, I liked it overall, but it made me ask questions though. Like, Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen Disney promoting Disney on the TV when America took Wanda over to see her kids?
No,
on the TV.
Snow White.
Snow White.
I was like, wait a minute. They got Snow White in this universe? Crazy.
They got Snow White.
They got Snow White.
It's like, yo,
them boys watching Snow White right now?
Yeah, right. And they was excited.
Okay.
Mom, can we stay up, please, to watch Snow White? Yeah, well, you raising them. Yeah, and it was the old school Snow White too. It wasn't also graphical. They was like,
Nah, they were excited for Snow White. I was like, this don't sound right. This don't look right.
Man, oh man, it's crazy. All right. So the movie, was there any other scenes that like stood out to you that was kind of like, yo, this I'm gonna remember this.
Well, I was kind of disappointed. Back to the Illuminati, I was kind of disappointed that they chose those specific people to be the Illuminati and they completely ignored having Iron Man, the superior Iron Man there, because they had the Ultron technology.
Right.
And I was like, okay, so I was expecting.
I thought Tom Cruise was supposed to come in as Iron Man.
I really thought he was going to be there. And because it would have made sense. Now with him out of the equation and no explanation as to what happened to him, I'm like, okay, so why are there Age of Ultron? Like, why are there Ultron robots there?
I mean, technically, you know what I'm saying? Technically speaking, in the comment, actually, when my glasses said actually, in the comics, what's his name? Pym Technology. Hank Pym is the one who made the Ultron robots, but I'm not saying that's what he did in this universe, but it makes me accept that maybe different smart people can reach that conclusion or whatever. But so I was thinking, since Mr. I'm the smartest man in the world, he could have made it. And since he's not as, well, I was gonna say he's not as cocky, but that was a cocky line. But since he's not as paranoid as not Tom Cruise, as Iron Man, maybe his results of making the Ultron robots was more successful, because remember they said the whole point of Ultron being Ultron is because he was trying to do what his creator made him to do, and he just came to the conclusion that I need to take over. You know what I'm saying? But that's because that's what Tony's fears was like, okay, I gotta be able to control things because, to protect from da-da-da. While Reed, if he makes it and the robot is modeling after him, it may be less attacky, maybe more peaceful. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. Yeah.
He's rubber, he's glue. I don't know. I got stretchy powers. How about you? Wires. So yeah,
and
so
I was like,
I did want to see Iron Man though in there. I thought he was gonna show up there.
I will take
like one more time. Give us one more.
One more before we go, before we hit the road.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm missing. I'm itching for that Iron Man. I just need a little bit of Iron Man.
Y'all got any more Iron Man?
Just a little bit. But I was really disappointed.
Fresh Prince says he was the smartest man in the world because they weren't down with Wakanda and Riri. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they got some smart people there. He said, stop playing. Stop playing with the Wakandans.
Just saying.
And also, I don't know if you guys have watched the what are those people called? They're not immortals, internals. The Inhumans. Yeah,
Inhumans. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, they said I didn't watch it either because I heard it was like super mid. But I heard they used the same actor as Black Bolt
for Black Bolt. Yeah,
that was in that, and I was like, oh, that's cool because they bring in all these universes. Peoples, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was cool of them to use the same actor because they did not have to. So I hope he thanked them thoroughly. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate that. My movie or show, I can't remember which it was trash, but you still got me here, and I appreciate that.
I felt bad because I was like, okay, Black Bolt, all right, but I didn't even think, oh, he's from another show. Yeah, so I'm sure there was probably like fans sitting there like, oh yeah, and I was just saying like, okay, next. Who else?
I was like, I recognize John. You know what I'm saying? I look at Patrick Stewart. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, look at Shorty's mama. You know, making her cameo. And then and then Captain Britain.
He came in. I love that battle with her, Captain Marvel.
Split her down the middle, bro. I was like, damn.
It's gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen.
Well, it's funny, and What If, that's how Captain America got split. You know what I'm saying? It might have been the zombie captain, but I know one of the captains got split right in half just like that. So it was a good callback.
I thought they were going to bring more from What If into WandaVision.
Right.
Into this movie. Mm-hmm. I really thought so. I thought maybe we get the Watcher because when she was in that dimension, and I saw it in the trailer, like that whole the mirror thing. Mm-hmm. I thought when she was about to like touch it, she was going to end up in that dimension where the Watcher is.
Watu would be like,
I was like, are they about to give us a live action Watcher? And then it didn't happen. I was like, okay. Yeah. All right, let me stop guessing what's going to happen because clearly I don't know what's happening in this movie. I don't know where they're taking this.
Yeah, that's wild. I will say that overall, it still was a good movie. There's a lot of little things that was like, but then there was a lot of things that was like, hey, so it balanced out. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for you, John.
Okay, because all right, hold on.
Earlier scene. So we've all watched the Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
At the end of Spider-Man, does Doctor Strange remember?
Oh yeah, because he said in the movie, he was like, when he was telling at the coffee, he was like, yeah, man, this Spider-Man, but he had a whole thing. But here's the thing, and I get it because he's like, we will all forget you, whatever.
Yes, that's what he said. I knew I wasn't crazy. But he said, we will all forget you. And then the nigga show up in his own movies like, I remember. I know Spider-Man. I know Peter Parker is in the apartment.
I got you.
Apartment.
Yeah, I got you. Look, she's upset. I'm upset.
I was pissed.
Hey, listen.
He don't know about nobody.
All right. Hold on. I got you. Calm down, Scarlett. Doctor Strange, would you like to take this one? Taylor, shoot, you're Doctor Strange. You got some answers.
You gotta explain.
Doctor Strange, explain yourself. No. But
if I've ever seen one.
Well, here's the fix for that. Okay.
Let's see if you fix this.
Now, the way the spell worked, it made people forget Peter Parker. Not necessarily Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? They just forget his connection to Peter Parker. Everyone is forgetting who Peter Parker is, but they still remember that Spider-Man helped with the Avengers in, this place and other. Everyone remembers that, he did multiversal things. Well, not everyone, all the people who are involved in multiversal things remember Spider-Man, which is why he carefully said, this thing with Spider-Man, da-da-da. He never said, oh, there's this kid, Peter Parker, that I helped. You know what I'm saying? He said he helped Spider-Man with something that da-da-da. But he never mentioned Peter Parker. He still didn't break the rule of not remembering who Peter Parker is.
How does he remember he did something with the multiverse with Peter Parker? Couldn't he just be like, oh, wait, Peter? Spider-Man. Hey, remember that thing that we did? Like, they could, and then Peter could be like, dude, listen, I need help.
But here's the thing,
I'm living in a broken down apartment.
Here's the thing,
I need money.
Listen, imagine for a second, if you will, you're in an abusive relationship. And someone gets you out of it and, reset, you can start your life over, new city, new everything. You can go back and go back to what you knew. Just like he could have, when he went to the diner, reveal himself to MJ and be like, listen, it's me, baby. But he's like, you know what? I got a fresh start. Let me just start fresh. So no one's saying that you're wrong, that he can't go to Strange and be like, listen, you already know. And who knows, off camera, he may have been like, hey, yo, thanks for that spell. It's me. You know, you remember da-da-da. We don't know. But he clearly looks like he wants to like, you know what? They gave me a fresh start. Let me go ahead and take it. So, you know what I'm saying? And maybe he just did. He just did it. He just did it.
That's too many what ifs.
Watch What If season 2 come in, tune it in next year on now.
I understand why Peter didn't tell MJ and Ned, because he didn't want to bring them back into it.
Right.
But Doctor Strange already in the put. He already in.
He was in the right in the middle.
He in it all.
But you have to also remember that a lot of the problems with Peter happened because of his impulsiveness. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, okay, let me just. You know what? No, never mind. Well, actually, you know, so maybe he's like, you know what? Let me just chill and think. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make a decision. So even though it's like, okay, MJ, I decided not to do that because I could affect them negatively. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he has thoughts of like, but Doctor Strange, I should. Well, if he wanted to know, he probably would have excluded himself from the spell. So let me think before I just keep jumping to actions like I'm prone to do. Maybe he's, you know, maturing up a little bit and he's like, hey, if it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, it happens. He being a cool cat right now. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he about to you see his little apartment that he was in. Come on, man.
You know,
I'm like Doctor Strange just a little bit.
That actually bothered me more than anything else, because I was like, wait, hold on, how he get this apartment? You know how hard it was for me to find my place
in Manhattan?
Just based off of the fact that I work for myself and don't have like a typical 9-to-5 job. It was hard for me to prove me as me to be able to get this place that I'm in now. This man was like lost his whole identity. Was about to study for the GD, but already had a spot. I was like, yeah, I guess I'll live here in this studio in this little
Manhattan.
Man, bring me a studio myself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro.
Math, not math.
I'm like, what you got in your bank account that let you? Did you rob some people? Because if your whole identity is gone, I feel like, you know, what's going on? Yeah,
you can do whatever you wanted.
Yeah,
I just thought it was weird that Doctor Strange said something about multiverse, and I was like, you're not supposed to remember this. You're not supposed to remember this.
Yeah, he remembers some things. And also, we have to keep in mind, the whole idea of Doctor Strange's story arc is that he's so, I don't want to say cocky, it's another word that's worse. That's like his downfall is he feels like he is the one who needs to save the world because he's the only one. He has to have the knife. He doesn't trust people to not be the one. He's like, you know, I need to absorb this. Instead of going to Wong and be like, hey, maybe two of us is stronger than one and we can do this. He's just like, nah. The only way for this to work out is if I do it. So I guess I'll have to sacrifice this and be the hero because I'm the one who can do it all because it's only me that's able. So that being said, his personality seems like, even if he doesn't mention it, prideful, arrogant is the word. Yeah, he's so arrogant. I can't imagine him being like, am I going to erase my memories? If I don't remember it, who's gonna help if something goes wrong? I'm the contingency. So there's a chance that even though he told Peter like, hey, everybody's gonna forget you, he's like,
I remember.
But listen, if I forget, then what's gonna happen if he's like, hey, something went wrong because of this? Who's gonna be like, you know, is he gonna have to tell me the story of what happened? I need to know what happened so I learn these lessons. So it's not too far-fetched to think that Doctor Strange just said everybody's gonna forget you, but he's like, yeah, everyone except me, nigga.
Like, that's not, it does not include me, sorry. But I'm gonna remember everything. All right.
Then Fresh Prince asked, wasn't that the apartment he used to live in? So since Aunt May died, the spot opened up? No, that was in the same apartment. No, because matter of fact, their spot got destroyed and they was living with Happy Hogan for a minute. Yeah. And Happy was happy about that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, what's good, baby? You need to get tucked in. You know what I'm saying? You need to get drained of your America powers. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But let's talk about the post credits before we wrap up. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about them in general, about both of them?
So the second one, I was expecting a little bit more. I thought it was going to be something else and not just like Sam Raimi doing his thing. I thought, okay, this is a Marvel movie. Give me some Marvel post-credit scenes.
And he's like,
just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it. But the first one,
he looked at the camera and I was like, he's like, it's done. I'm like, I know, you got me sitting here. It's like, hey, it's done. I looked around like, man.
Damn it.
Nothing.
Because usually the second one is always like a
longer one too.
A better or a longer one. Like I expected, like
more world
they
building.
The ground, they show somebody's foot walking, and then you see something crazy, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's alluding to the next Marvel movie. It didn't even like both post-credit scenes had nothing to do with the next Marvel movie, and I'm like,
or does it? Do you know who that character was? Do you know who that character was?
I actually don't know who that character is. Charlize Theron.
Yeah. That is none other than a character named Clea. Okay.
Clea.
Now Clea in the comic books actually is, and I'm sure they're not gonna do this, but in the comic books, she's Dormammu's niece.
Ooh,
right?
Which is why that dimension look that way.
She's from the dark dimension, which I think they may do something like that, right? And but her thing, like, she's super powerful. At one point, she becomes the Sorcerer Supreme and everything in the dark dimension version, and then temporarily in the regular version. But the interesting part about her, if that's not interesting already, is not only she's like super OD powerful in the comics, she's Doctor Strange's wife.
I fucking knew it! I was like,
so maybe.
That's why he was so smiley.
Yeah, he's like, she said, "Are you scared?" Flirtatious, and he was like, "But I got 3 eyes, baby. I could be looking at everything at the same time."
The eyes,
Word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He looked her up and down with all three.
You're sick.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
Hey, my eyes are up here. He's like, so are mine, baby. You know what I'm saying? No.
Oh my god.
But also her storyline in the comics kind of leads them towards what Secret Wars is about to be, which is like the next probably Avenger style mashup movie, which they're building towards. So maybe in the next Doctor Strange, they'll probably be trying to go against Kang and trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to figure out, what's going on that aspect.
We're not gonna get Kang until
Quantumania or something like that. Yeah. Possibly. He might make it. I think they keep hinting at the need for him because, like, even with the inclusions and stuff with the worlds, they explain that an inclusion is when two universes kind of like mix together, and then so they kind of like have to fight to be which is the dominant. And the whole idea of Kang is fighting to keep his timeline as the main timeline. So it kind of is like setting up, and now they're about to go fight to stop inclusions with his new boo. Since he allowing himself to be happy now, he might finally like, okay, I'm allowed to be happy, you know what I'm saying? So he could
because he's
free
not,
and leave Shorty alone. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't need to stay in his dimension anymore because it's like he already they got a Sorcerer Supreme. Y'all got this. Mom got this.
He already bowed to him. You got that, my boy.
I can be on my own. I'm out of here. I got this.
Yeah.
Let me go follow this Shorty right quick.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He see her, he was like, hold on, you just came to a dimension by yourself? You know what I'm saying? And then so I feel like there's potential there for what she represents by coming in, and and she said he caused an inclusion, and even though the Darkhold has been destroyed throughout all the universes, he still got the third eye, which means he might have some dark energy in him, just like Scarlet has some dark energy in her, which means there's still some potential for like him being a walking time bomb of potential inclusion creating moments. So maybe he like, also is the only one who could stop them. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of potential where they could go with it. And then as far as his third eye, I did think like at the end of the movie before they showed the mid credits that that it would be more of a problem that he had the third eye. But at the same time, for one, he seemed like he is like in control of it fairly quickly, because immediately in the mid credits, he's already like
weirded me out.
It was like, shouldn't he be struggling? Like, shouldn't he be hiding it? Like, at least why you show her? Just like, she ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Blonde come through and you already like, I got 3 eyes.
I didn't even bother.
Like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Because I think like, you know what I'm saying? You would just be like, she like, hey, unless you scared him. I'm like, no, I'm not scared. I would think you'd just like, if I need to pull this out. But it's like showing your third eye is almost like, Are you supposed to have that?
And it's weird.
This is the reason why you cause an inclusion, because you over here walking around with 3 eyes, my G.
And it's very weird they had those scenes back to back, because it's like, oh, at one point it hurts him when it appeared. And then the next moment, he okay. It's right there. Right. And I was like, y'all might as well just cut that, the end scene, just cut it. Don't.
I feel like they wrapped it up a little bit poor. Like they just added, like threw it in there, like, oh, we gotta talk about future movies. So it's like, let's do that. But Fresh Prince says, the better to see you with, my pretty. But also, I will say it's almost like they foreshadowed, because when the elder one, I forgot what she called her, the old one, the person who taught him originally, the bald, the ancient one. When she originally put him on, she said she put her thumb on that spot and was like, open your eye. She didn't say your eyes. She said your eye. So maybe, and in the comics, he has the eye even before getting any like dark magic. He just has it regularly. So maybe the reason it doesn't affect him, maybe he was meant to balance like using dark magic and light magic. Ashanti's magic, and right, yeah. Like maybe he's just supposed to find the best of both worlds or something. I don't know.
She probably always knew, because she always knew that he was gonna become the Sorcerer Supreme. She already knew that he was like the chosen one, so she probably already knew that he was gonna end up with the third eye because she could balance everything. He's that nigga. He's that nigga. He really is.
Yo, how y'all feel about him coming into that room in the Illuminati and just cracking jokes on everybody? First of all, you, nigga, you.
And then and I like the way that he was like, of course she is. When Wanda finally touched down and she was causing havoc and she was destroying their robots, and he was like, yeah, no shit. I was trying to tell y'all,
he called him like,
this bitch is crazy.
And hey, yo, and look, and shout out to Professor X, who was like, if you were to escape, I was like, Morton was like, nah, we promised I could be the next one. Like, if you were to escape, your mission, if you escape, it's like, all right. He's like, I don't trust him. He's like, he good.
Yeah, because he probably read his mind, was all up in there, like, all right, this nigga
probing, tongue out, everything. Hey, it's good in here. No, but I definitely was I was feeling as a whole. So as a whole, I can't be too upset with it. You know what I'm saying? I just this is the little stuff that makes it, I guess, not as good as Spider-Man or Black Panther. Nah. But yeah, those are pretty good. Marvel doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm scared for the future of Marvel. I'm not gonna hold you.
Well, what's your worries?
They have so many ideas all at once right now that they're trying to complete and because before it was kind of a straight shoot. We all of our movies are kind of lined up to face the big baddie Thanos. Right. All of our movies have to deal with the Infinity Stones. They have something in common. Now with these, not all of them are dealing with the multiverse stuff. Like all the shows that they're putting out, all the movies they're putting out, it's not all about the multiverse and all that stuff. So I'm like, and then they're introducing a shit ton of new characters.
So many characters.
There's so many of them. And it's like, the thing that I liked about the older phases was that there was a straight shoot. Like, we know what we're doing here.
You sound like an old timer, by the way. Back in my day, the movies had pizzazz. They had a formula,
It was very straight.
You kids and your new characters. But I do think, though,
and dying and stuff. So.
Yeah.
I know they have to switch them out, but
I was gonna say, I think that's what's happening. They're introducing so many characters because they want us to fall in love with some of them before they go ahead and say, all right, bye Thor, you're done. Bye Strange, you're getting a little old. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to introduce as many characters to see which ones we kind of identify with and which ones are trash. And if they trash, they just be like, I'm just playing. That was a side character. You thought we was gonna get rid of the OG niggas? Nah.
It's gonna be hard because I feel like the standard OG dudes for the Avengers from Avengers 1, they did their thing. Yeah,
they came in swinging.
Their build up was perfect. With this, you have some of the old people still in, and then you're introducing the new characters too. And it's like, I'm not gonna have that same attachment to like America Chavez, great girl. But if she were to have her own standalone movie, I'm like, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. You know, I'm not gonna be
Damn.
in America Chavez. I'm not gonna hold you. And the same thing.
I guess it's how you do it, and also who you are. Because America Chavez, not too many people know her already. So it's like when she showed up, it's like you're trying to force this new person onto me. You know what I'm saying? But like, because technically, like Spider-Man came after their OGs. He's like maybe not current. Spider-Man. He's like mid, but it's Spider-Man, and also Tom Holland like murdered the role. I don't care what anybody says. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't know he was.
Look at how Taylor looking at you. Look how Taylor.
He's British. He's not Australian.
Yeah, he is from the UK. Yeah.
Man,
they'll do it like that.
Came out with a Queen's accent, and I was like,
"Yo, the opposite happens though in Moon Knight." Isaac,
Moon Knight,
he doesn't have a UK. He speaks English. He speaks like I said English.
Good.
I can't even say it. You get what I'm saying? He's not an English guy. He's not
Moon
English.
Knight is different because he's not being. I think that's the thing with Moon Knight. He's not being introduced with any other superhero. It's just Moon Knight, so we can fall in love with him completely. With all the other characters that they're bringing in, they're attached to somebody. And I'm like, it worked before, but now since y'all like throwing it, like for example, Falcon and Winter Soldier, they threw in Isaiah and they threw in the kid who's going to take over Falcon. They just threw them in there. And I was like, okay, I see what I know.
Isaiah Bradley and then Isaiah Bradley Jr., Senior, whatever.
And that Spanish kid that was in the beginning with Falcon and helping him out, he's supposed to take over the
Falcon. Yeah, he's supposed to be Falcon. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay,
but I didn't trust him the whole time. I was like, well, he a little too.
You did it? I trusted him.
No. It felt like he was too like, yeah, I got your back. Yeah, let me see a technology from you. Yeah. I'll tweak it. Hey, don't be touching my stuff, bro. Don't be touching my stuff. He like, hey, you need some help? Yeah, I got you. I felt like, I'm like, where's he going with this?
Because he's a sidekick.
I was just on guard for this man. And I feel like because we know in the comics that he's supposed to take over Falcon, I feel like we were supposed to put our trust in him, and he's going to be like, psych, nigga. Yeah, so I was like, okay. Tread carefully. But, yeah.
But they are like WandaVision introduced the two boys and Monica. And I was like, okay, y'all introducing everybody all at once. We gotta fall in love with these characters beforehand. Before you
said y'all moving too fast.
Like chill it.
Let's go on a couple dates and see how it goes.
Please.
Why y'all?
And that's why I love Moonlight. I love Moonlight because it's about him.
Yeah.
By himself. We're following his
But they've
story.
also brought the Scarlet Scarab, and she supposed to technically have her own thing going on. I think they're trying to do something with her because they made it a point to be like, this is our first Egyptian hero. Like, are you an Egyptian hero? Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That's right. They got a lot of cocky people in Marvel. Like, yeah, that's me.
That's me right there. But I love Moon Knight. I think he did a really amazing job portraying him. The switches when he switches personality, I was like,
it's beautiful. Well crafted.
You're spoiling everything now.
You didn't watch Moon Knight?
No.
I mean, you know he has multiple
I
personalities.
do.
That everyone knows that part.
Moving right along back then. Hey, they said Doctor Strange got more quips than Spidey in this movie. He over here just talking trash to everybody.
Yeah, he does.
Question. Do you think Doctor Strange is the new Iron Man and how he keeps being the people the kids run to? Yeah, I think they did that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I don't remember if there was a mention of it, but it was literally like the fact that even Spider-Man specifically went to him is like, you know what I'm saying? Because Spider-Man was the one who was with Iron Man, so whoever he follows next is like the generation is following him because he's still one of the kids, but he's been messing with the big boys. Even when he was talking to the other Spider-Man, he mentioned specifically is like none of them have ever worked in a team. So even though he was the young one that they're like, hey kid, we'll show you what we went through. He's kind of like, let me show y'all what a team is like. You know what I'm saying? I worked with the Avengers. I've had that mentorship. I've had that type of thing going on. Y'all ain't never had that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all don't know.
You ain't never even messed with aliens, my boy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never messed with aliens.
You ain't even been out of space.
Right.
He was like, y'all ain't been out of space?
Right.
Oh, could it be me? I was like, damn.
Yeah, they made that part of his character. Why does he have a made-up British accent? Because his British persona was created. Yeah, so in the show that he watched, oh yeah, you haven't watched it. No. It's to find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. No. So, but just fresh. He definitely.
It's that poster. It's that poster.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was
on his wall.
And also he wanted it to be far from his current life, and his persona.
Oh, that part.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. He just
that was a
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
But I just was impressed with his accent because in other movies he's had accents before too. But like when I was like looking up interviews of him and he was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I was like, wait, well, I thought he was pretending to have an American accent, but he's pretending to have a British accent. Yep. I was like, goated. Got you. Because I thought he was British.
Me too.
But yeah. And usually it doesn't happen often that way. It usually happens the other way where like people from the UK can easily impersonate us and then we try and they be like, oh, that doesn't sound like it. And it's like, okay.
But I feel like his
Carrie Fisher did it too. Yeah. Carrie Fisher is one who did it. Who else was it? Johnny Depp has thrown it in.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Wow,
he's like,
beautiful.
I thought he was British.
I've
never even looked at
from here.
He's from Missouri.
Exactly.
He's from
and then Isaac is a right. Yeah, it's part of him now. Like it seems like that, and he talks somewhere in between where it's like certain words you're like, is he? It's okay.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Where you from?
And then it's like,
and Isaac's like, yeah, I just got Spanish descent. I was like, you don't have no UK family? Nope.
Nothing.
Did you like grow up there? Nope.
This is why we have to continue talking in our British accents, guys.
We gotta keep practicing.
We gotta keep doing try.
What, Eve, you gotta do yours. You gotta do
what?
What is it? Canceled. Hey.
Well, at least our schools aren't being
crazy. Sick. You're sick. Kai C. Sama says, I need Johnny in a Marvel movie now. Johnny Rep A1. Wait, which? Johnny Depp.
They're never gonna do it. They're never gonna do it because they've gone so far.
Right.
I don't even think
it's
he
not
would
too
agree
late.
to it.
Yeah, I know he said he's done with Pirates of the Caribbean because of getting a boot, but it doesn't mean he's done. Like once he's free of the situation, I'm sure he'll like what?
Right.
Watch me on screen. Yeah, you thought I was done, nigga? I'm back. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he like for what Disney did to him, would he really sit there and be like, okay, I'll come back and work for y'all? I don't think he would.
Yeah. So you think he's mad at Disney as a whole versus because Disney was more like protect, like, oh, if this is the case, then we gotta, but they also didn't do anything to Amber when she, you know what I'm saying? So I think there is that. But would it be mad at Disney or the people who make Pirates specifically? Because where is it coming from that there was like that you're done?
I feel like it has to have come from Disney because Pirates, the Pirates series is Johnny Depp.
Yes.
With when he wasn't in
Imagine they tried to do it without him. Like
exactly. They said they were gonna get Margot Robbie to replace him as a new character. Yes, dude.
Okay.
So like it's like y'all disrespecting this man so much for things that he is going to court for that y'all haven't even gotten the say so if he's guilty or not, and y'all already jumping the gun. I would, if I was him, I wouldn't come back. No, I'm taking my shit. Because I know I made y'all money.
Then what?
I'm gone.
Like what's next for him? You think he's just done acting altogether? He's gonna start up.
But I'm saying, do, like other movies. Serious roles.
He can do serious roles. I promise you.
No, yeah, I've seen him. Like they had this movie called Time.
I was thinking that.
No, I was
thinking
that.
He go to Warner Brothers and be like, listen, I know y'all. Nah, chill.
Didn't he already do Mad Hatter? That's also a character he could do in
Disney.
DC. No, but I'm saying they have the same exact character.
That's true.
And they can make him really dark. Like a Tim Burton style darkness.
And Tim Burton and him like this. They like this.
Whoa.
No, for real. It almost is because he always got, first of all, Johnny Depp and his wife in movies. And he always make his wife and Johnny Depp pair up as in there a couple of his movies. I be like, y'all, what y'all got going on?
Y'all got a throuple?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He loves himself from Johnny. He loves Johnny.
Yeah. So they could really, and then Tim Burton had the Michael Keaton Batman. So there's so much things they could do if they was to, Tim Burton, come here real quick. Come here.
Yeah.
Come here.
Let's bring it back.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. If I was, that would be exciting.
But I think that'd be the coolest route for Johnny Depp after all this, to go to DC and like kind of shut it down and show Disney like.
Do we like DC?
I'm a DC fan. Look, you talking about, you know what I'm saying? I just think they've been making some bad
EU?
moves here and there, but I'm a DC fan in general, though. So I'm hoping if he single-handedly save it too, he could really shit on niggas. Like,
he could really be like, Disney, what now?
Disney, y'all really? Hey, I was trying, you know.
Y'all humble.
It would be a good story. They need to go ahead and make a movie about his life after that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Do.
Starring him. And I was like.
And it's crazy because him and Robert Downey Jr. are so close, and Robert had been working behind the scenes to try to get him into the MCU.
Right.
And it's just bad timing because all that stuff happened. Bad timing for it all, and it's like, okay, I'm sorry, dude. I tried my best, and I couldn't get you in because all this stuff's happening.
It sucks.
It does.
Yeah, it does suck. There's so many things that could have happened, you know what I'm saying?
Opportunities gone.
See,
like,
women,
that, like,
women
are the devil. At least.
Yeah, wild. He said if he want that bag, then he gonna pull up. But it don't seem like he need it. He's just doing it for the fact that he enjoys, you know what I'm saying, the craft. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if Kevin comes out and be like, yo, we really want you, let me throw some big bangs.
Let me make a formal apology. You know what I'm saying? A public.
What's his name? Patrick Stewart was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Marvel had to send him a big check for him to get back in that wheelchair.
Had him walking. This man's like, my legs work again. God.
And he was walking.
My legs, they work.
Yeah, they gave him some crazy money to bring him back because he said he was done after Logan, and then for him to be in this movie, I was like,
Logan said he done too. I'm like, Logan, bring your ass back here.
Bring your ass back, Wolverine.
I'll come back, but y'all have to kill me off same day.
Right. Same day on the spot. I want to do a nice death scene. Yeah, because that boy be dying by them redheads too.
He died multiple times. He died by the redheads. He died in Logan. Like, Professor, how are you still alive? I don't understand.
They said DC is killing it with animations though. Yeah, they definitely are killing it.
They've always killed it with animation. They've always. That was a given. It's just their movies. They can't get it together. They can't. Green Lantern. I don't even want to talk about Green Lantern.
Yeah, we're not about the DC shaming here. You feel what I'm saying?
No, man.
But you know what I'm saying?
Get it together.
Hey, listen. It just depends on the medium you like. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could be an artist and can't paint for shit, but then I draw something and it'd be crazy. I would still be considered an artist. So, like, you know, some people who enjoy animated movies more than live action movies, they right now thinking like, dang, Marvel falling off because their animated movies be mid as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But DC's be crazy. So they might be like, damn, why can't Marvel do like DC? And then people who like live action thinking the same, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me, I'm just a fan of good content. You know what I'm saying? They said, leave Ryan Reynolds out of this. Take his name out your mouth.
Nah, I don't even want to go down the rabbit hole of Ryan Reynolds, but he plays the same character every single time.
Another Kevin Hart's types. Yeah,
it is Kevin Hart. In Detective Pikachu, he's still playing the same quick wit.
Even Pikachu was
Deadpool. It's Deadpool in a Pikachu costume. Basically what it was.
But not to say that's not entertaining. Keep that man working because I enjoy his movies.
Of course.
But you just know what to expect, which is why I love movies like what's the one he did with the Rock? Even though he had quips, there was like the Rock was giving him a lot of quips. It was him, Gal Gadot, and the Rock.
Red Note. Red Note.
Red Note, yeah, Red Note or Red Notice or something like that. Yeah, he's a little bit less because he's the one who's being kind of like victimized in a situation like, so he started off trying to be like that, and then it was like no, and then he did the other movie, like Excursion or something like that, where he was in the military. He's like trying to get those people. They're like, you have to die before you can join this team or something like that. That movie, he was a little bit more serious. But so movies I like Kevin Hart also did one with The Rock where
the game one.
Yeah, it was like CIA, Central Intelligence, I think it is. I like that because in that movie, like The Rock always plays The Rock usually, and Kevin Hart always plays Kevin Hart. But it seemed like they swapped characters in this because The Rock was the one who was doing all the funny stuff, and then Kevin Hart was the one who's just like, yo, what's going on? He was getting on Kevin's nerves instead of vice versa. So I thought it's like nice little,
cute little
like,
switch.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Freaking Kevin Hart's show on Netflix that he produced.
With the
True Story. True Story.
No, the one where he's
with his brother.
Oh, okay.
And
True Story.
They're killing people and they're trying to hide that.
Yeah, his brother Wesley Snipes come in. Yeah, that's True Story. Yeah. It was dope.
That was
amazing. And the way it ended, I was like, oh.
That was scary.
Yeah, Black Adam is about to be crazy.
Oh, Black Adam.
Yeah, and that's DC. I hope they don't mess it up because you got the
I don't know, man.
The formula is there for you, but it's part of the Shazam part. So I'm like a little, you know, and Shazam for me
was like. It wasn't a serious movie. It wasn't a serious movie at all.
But Black Adam could be, is what I'm saying. If they do it right, they could make, you know what I'm saying? Because
it looks like it's up to The Rock.
It looked like it's his own story. Project. Like it's not the Shazam like part 2. It's literally his backstory and stuff. So hopefully that part gets serious, and then later on when they merge, they can, you know what I'm saying?
They can do whatever.
But I was just hoping that Henry didn't quit before Black Adam comes to the current time so they could fight. I just want The Rock and Henry Cavill to be fighting.
I can't believe Henry Cavill pulled out. I was like,
but he loves nerd stuff, so maybe if The Rock be like, hey, listen, my brother, and he might be like, hey, you know what? Let's do it. But they just keep waiting so much time.
The Justice League is falling apart. Yes. The ones that they casted, because Homeboy not coming back for Batman.
Right,
he done.
Right.
He said, absolutely not, because y'all gave me the worst director. Y'all gave the worst director to work
So if
with.
they give him the best director, maybe he'll be like, or let him direct it. He'll be like, hey, hold on.
Now we got multiple Batmans going on at the same time. Like,
it's too much.
DC,
get it together. I can admit.
We need one linear
Batman
storyline, please.
You've never seen Henry Cavill Superman, Kai? Wow.
What?
Wow.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Not because that man is just beautiful, but like, it's beautiful to see. Come on, he's out here building computers.
Oh yeah. And he having them build. He just, you know what I'm saying. I seen him play his games. But all right, so predictions for the MCU. What's happening next, and then we can wrap it up.
Okay.
Unless you like it raw. What'd you say?
It's gonna be chaos. I feel like it's gonna be chaos. I really wish. I am disappointed that they didn't bring in the mutants with this movie.
Yeah, same.
So I'm excited to see.
Killed off the one that was there.
Yeah. Listen. But I'm excited to see the future of the MCU. I know that Secret Wars is gonna be a big deal. I know Kang the Conqueror is gonna be a really, really big deal. I was hoping he was gonna be in this, but you know.
Too much. It was like too much.
There's a lot going on. So I'm excited to see the big baddies. I'm really excited for the baddies because we had Thanos, and Thanos scared me every time he was on screen. So if they don't pull through and give us baddies that were like that terrifying to see,
Kang is the exact opposite of Thanos in the sense that Thanos was his mission was like to balance the whole universe and save everyone, while Kang's mission is literally like, I'm trying to save my stuff. But the interesting thing about that is, with Thanos, you like, I disagree. Well, you're saying that you gotta save everybody by doing this, while technically, if you're fighting against Kang, it's because you agree, because you're trying to protect yourself, your universe. Like, nah, you ain't gonna come our time. So it's technically, that's gonna be an interesting battle, because not like you shouldn't be doing this. Why? Because what are you doing right now? I'm gonna fight you to stop you from destroying. Nigga, it don't matter. Put your hands up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's interesting. I think it's interesting.
I'm excited to see Kang because I feel like we're gonna get different versions of him, right? We're getting the different versions. So it's different personalities. So Jonathan Majors is about to act his ass off.
Me. Wherefore art thou?
Because when he popped up in Loki, I was like, oh man, I like this. And then when he talked about his other versions, I'm like, we're gonna see this man.
He was so theatrical, feet up, had his sandals on.
Eating that apple, yeah. I loved it. So I'm excited to see him. That's the biggest thing. I'm excited to see Jonathan Majors portraying the different versions.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
How you feel about that coming out?
You know what? I'm more excited than I was because I personally don't like Natalie Portman in the Thor movies. I don't like her in the movies, but I am so glad that she was able to bulk up because that was my one of the main things. How are they gonna do this? But she bulked up. And I was like, okay, I see the vision. So I'm excited for it. And I want to see the God Butcher and all that good stuff. I am
Christian Bale. I just hope they don't because TV in movies, like they have this thing where, and let me finish my sentence because I know when I start the sentence, it's going to sound very borderline sexist. So just let me finish the whole sentence, okay? They have this thing where to make like a woman character seem dope, they make a man look weaker. You know what I'm saying? And I prefer like for instance, if I was trying to holler at one of you guys, right? I don't think I pull you successfully if I have to say, oh, that nigga lame. You gonna go with him? You could go with me when I do this, but him, he's trash. And it's like, you didn't necessarily pick me, you just didn't pick the other one. So it's like it's a default. So I don't like I'd rather just like pull you on my own, just off my own merit. And I'd rather characters that's like, oh, this person is just dope versus, oh, he's dope when you compare him to this person that he's stronger than. Like, so in Supergirl, they do that, where it's like Superman comes up and then it's like, dang, you was way stronger than me. Or like, I failed at this thing that I would have normally done good at, but you succeeded. That's because you're the greatest and this is your show. And I'm like, y'all don't have to do that. Just make her great in general. You know what I'm saying? On her own. Right. So I hope when she gets her Thor, it's not like, dang, I couldn't even do that when I was Thor but you're just so great. I just hope they just make her so badass that we just like her and not, you're badass because even that Thor couldn't do it type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And she has a lot to prove because I know I'm not the only person that was like, Natalie Portman, you know? So if she pulls this through,
right.
It's gonna be great.
Also, I will say I usually try to avoid trailers, but in this particular, I did because, like you said, I was like, dang, it's probably about to be made. But that trailer did, like, okay.
You saw her.
I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that out.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because she was tiny, and the fact that she gained all this weight, all this muscle mass, I was like,
what protein you using?
She's looking a little taller too. Like,
how'd she do that?
Damn.
Yeah, like, I was gonna mention that. Good. Yeah, they definitely made her taller, and I think it's because like they're trying to show that she's the boots. Yeah, she got the Batman boots on because he was definitely wearing some heels.
The Iron Man boots too. Iron Man was short as hell.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But it was. I'm excited to see Thor: Love and Thunder. I really want to see more Marvel trailers put out, or like some more content put out. I thought they were going to show that at the end of Doctor Strange, like something alluding to like Guardians or like alluding to somebody, Blade. I don't know. Give me something.
I'm waiting for Blade. That's what I'm waiting for. Like, I'm so excited. Like, bring me that Blade. That's what I'm saying. They take it
because they introduced him in Eternals. They showed him. Not showed him, but like
you heard him.
Voice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so is he going to be piggybacking off of Eternals?
Well, I don't think he's going to be piggybacking off that because that movie was mid. So I think they're not going to try to count on that.
Better not.
But I will say, like, you know, in the comics, they trying to build the teams up, the different teams, and Blade as well as Moon Knight, which is how that connects in, and Black Sword. I forgot his name. Black Knight. And maybe like one or two other people, they have a team that they go around fighting more like demonic things and mystical things that are like unexplainable, supernatural things. They go and fight together. So I think they may be trying to like sneak in a little team up of them, you know.
Give us Blade without
I need that
anybody.
Blade. Yeah,
Give me Blade solo before you bring him, because that was my big thing with Black superheroes in general. Black superheroes in the MCU were always being brought in by their white counterparts, and I don't want that. I don't want whiteness attached.
Even
to it
though Wesley Snipes' Blade brought the whole Marvel in, what y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Stop playing on Blade's name. But that's why I want his Blade movie to be solely about Blade, nothing to do with nobody else. I don't want nobody in there. Sure, give me a post-credit scene with somebody, but give me him. Give me his movie by himself.
Yeah, I definitely want a Wesley Snipes cameo, but I don't want him to overshadow anything. You know what I'm saying?
He's probably gonna sit there. Yeah. They'll probably walk by him or something, drinking, like kind of like Stan Lee's cameos.
There you go.
It'd just be like quick, simple, straight.
Like maybe he like run by or do something. Wesley Snipes just like, damn. We're like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah. Then everyone would go crazy. Like,
or like, oh, I like your shades.
Nice shades. And like, everybody would go crazy. All right, you beautiful people. Where can we find you?
You can find me on almost every platform at EvensyaXo. That's on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, wherever. I'm there. It's EvensyaXo.
Just don't ask her to freestyle.
I mean,
no freestyles.
TailorMadeSavage. That's TailorR. I may change it to Savage Made Tailor. We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Every platform, TailorMadeSavage.
Yeah, I get that though, right? Like Taylor, like your man. Yeah, I get it. I'm sure I get it. I get it.
Yeah. My name is Taylor.
Yeah, but it's not spelled like that. But they don't gotta know that. They don't gotta know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like your shades would be smooth. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through, you know what I'm saying? Spending this day with me, spoiling stuff for people who haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have,
Moon Knight.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's been fun. Everybody that came into the chat and asked some questions and participated and kept things going, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? The Hidden Village podcast is a place where people who feel like they don't usually get heard can come and be their natural selves without hiding who they really are. So this is the open community for people to talk about whatever they into. Again, like I said, appreciate you guys for coming in. I got 2 for the price of 1, y'all.
Yes,
2
sir.
for the price of 1. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes me feel so special because I didn't even know. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I got my third eye on y'all. Look at these baddies.
Third eye.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through and take care of yourselves. Do something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? We all be working for other people. You know what I'm saying? Go do something for yourself and just relax for the, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you get a chance to. All right, until next time, ciao.
Bye.
Bye.